We're here with another edition of SVG Sports Tech on Demand. I'm Jason Dackman, Chief Editor at SVG, and we're here with Jason Land, VP of Project Management at PSSI Global Services and Strategic Television. Jason, how are you today, and where are you calling us from?
I'm here in our corporate headquarters in Burbank, California. I actually normally work out of my home office in Florida, but here for some meetings and just happen to be here for this. So
I like it. I like talking to people in the office. It makes it feel like the old days. That's great. So, PSSI obviously in we'll say the old days, very much known exclusively for satellite, but you guys have a really diverse set of solutions across the transmission spectrum now. Can you just update us on what PSSI has to offer these days, especially for the live sports sector?
Sure, absolutely. Well, I came from the strategic television side, which was kind of a separate company at one time, which was all the major events. And then we got together with PSSI back in the mid 2000s. And yeah, like you said, PSSI was generally transmitting everything over satellite. But, obviously we've seen how the industry is changing, particularly over the past few years, but even longer than that. And so we've really taken steps to partner up with some new technology providers. Obviously, I know you had Sasha on from Nextologies. We work very extensively with them. We're doing a big partnership with Telstra with their GMN fiber network. We have a big installation at our teleport in Pittsburgh. We have a big installation of AT&T at our teleport. So, we have LiveView as well in some of our trucks. So, we want to be able to take our customers to the next level. So they don't look elsewhere for new solutions. So we want to be the solutions provider for them. So we're keeping all those tools in our toolkit.
Cool. So when it comes to, a sports weekend or a sports week, how do you go about leveraging all these various tools that you have in your arsenal across, multiple events, since it is a really diverse set?
Yeah, I mean, we have a weekend coming up in mid-June where, as an example, we have 18 trucks out working, mostly C-band, as a matter of fact. And those could be events where, it's multiple trucks at a single event. We do these big tier 1 events for UFC and WWE where we have, and, other boxing clients where we have multiple trucks on site. And then we have others where a truck is going from a Friday to a Saturday to Sunday to 3 different events. But even more than that, in addition to just 18 satellite trucks out there, we've also got over 26, I believe, engineers working that same weekend. So, that just shows you it's not kind of a one engineer per truck, solution that we're out there providing. We've got engineers that are doing IP. We've got engineers that are doing at-home productions over fiber. It's like we've got these major tier 1 customers that are looking to us to give them solutions all across the spectrum.
Sure. It's a busy weekend, and I love hearing it because that means that sports very truly, seriously is back, and that the calendar is extremely busy.
There's a pent-up demand for live sports happening right now, and after COVID, and we're really seeing that come in on our schedule.
Yep, it's definitely overbooking is a good problem to have right now. So, but you were talking about how you guys have all these different weapons to throw at various transmission challenges. But at the same time, going back to satellite, what PSSI used to be, exclusively known for, is still one of the most, if not the most reliable form of contribution, right? And there's still very much a place for satellite. And I read a white paper that you published recently that went into some of the detail on the role that satellite can serve in today's modern live production environment. So can you tell us a little bit about how you view, the role of satellite today?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, satellite has kind of found its niche lately in this, kind of reliability, mainly. We've been hearing kind of, at all these SVG events, you hear people talking about the death of satellite. Our truck schedule would be a good representation of there's not a death of satellite, certainly not in the near term. Satellite, like I said, it's found its niche. It's still a great value for a point to multi-point situation. You can't beat it with fiber or even an IP infrastructure. And, we do several events that are really just destined for IP distribution, but they're major events, and the customers are coming to us and saying, yes, it is going to IP, it's going to be streaming only, but we need to originate it in an extremely reliable way. And that's where satellite comes in. Like, I've got a pay-per-view coming up in mid-June. It's just going on a streaming platform, and we're originating a satellite path and a fiber path. Satellite has really found this reliability niche. Not to say it's infallible, but when there's an issue with the satellite feed, it's really much easier to diagnose, it seems, than something that's hitting public internet, and you're having issues there, or your first mile. So it's easier to diagnose and easier to mitigate.
Yeah, I think I couldn't be in more agreement. There's a long life ahead for satellite. It's just a different application than it was a couple decades ago. So we're excited to see what PSSI and Strategic TV have coming down the line. I'm sure you're going to be extremely busy, and hopefully we'll be able to see you at an SVG event, like you mentioned, in person sometime soon. Would love that. But until then, thanks so much for joining us, Jason, and stay safe. All right.
We're looking forward to that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.